Hi, my name is Debbie Hilliker, and welcome to my channel, Shiplap in the Kitchen. This is a branch of the Shiplap Shop and Coffee House, which I am a partner in, and I am so excited that you tuned in today. This channel is all about the Trinity of fitness, your physical fitness, emotional fitness, and spiritual fitness. And I am so excited to take you along my journey with me. So what do I mean by the Trinity of fitness? For the last 7.5 years, and I'm going to get into my story in a little bit, but I have been struggling with some health issues. And one of the things prior to getting sick that I really was all about was being healthy. And I was a fitness instructor, I did personal training, you could call me a gym rat. I was even a competitive bodybuilding athlete. And when I got sick, all that went away, and I had to reevaluate really what true physical fitness was, what true fitness was in general. And physical fitness obviously has to do with what we eat, what we put in our bodies. It also has to do how we move and what we are doing physically with our bodies, and making sure that we are, taking care of our heart and taking care of our muscles, and we're doing the right kind of exercise that we need to do to maintain a healthy body. But it's not just about the food we eat. It's not just about the exercise we do. It's about our mind and our emotional fitness as well. And something that I have really learned a lot of in the last 7.5 years is more about emotional well-being and emotional health. And on top of that, and I think probably the most important part of the Trinity of fitness is the spiritual fitness. And as a believer in Jesus Christ, having that relationship with Him has really been my anchor. It's the foundation of my life, and whether you believe in Jesus, whether you believe in God or not, having a spiritual connection is so vital to your health. And as I take you along this journey with me, and as you tune into these episodes, we're going to get in a little bit deeper about what that really means and what that really looks like. And hopefully you'll be able to get a little nuggets of truth and inspiration that'll help you in your day-to-day walk in the Trinity of health. So, like I said, I began this journey of getting back to health about 7.5 years ago, and I was so active. I worked full time. I was a worship pastor. I taught group fitness classes. I trained people. I competed. I loved to be busy, and I loved that pressure and that stress, and it kind of drove me so much. And when I started to get sick, I started to have stomach aches. I started to get dizzy. And I remember the day that I was doing a Zumbathon with my friend Ashley, and I could just barely make it through. And I knew that there was something wrong. And it just, escalated and got worse to the point where I couldn't exercise anymore. Every time I would come out of an exerted movement, I would be really, really dizzy. I was nauseous. Something wasn't right. And so I went to the doctor, and they ran some tests, couldn't find really what was wrong with me. And this was really the beginning of this journey to figure out what was wrong with me. And every year, instead of me getting better, it just got worse. And it got to the point where I was so anxious. I had anxiety, and I went to so many doctors. I went to a couple of I think 3 actually cardiologists. I went to 2 different doctors. My mind just went blank. Neurologists. I went to gastroenterologist. I think I added up. I've probably seen 12 different doctors in the past 7.5 years. And we went down the journey of determining if I had MS, and I had multiple MRIs. And in the MRIs, they could see that I was growing more brain lesions. So from one point of having a brain MRI to the next time I had it, which I believe was, I don't have the dates exactly, but maybe 1.5 years, they had went from 2 lesions to about 7. And so they were concerned about MS, so they went down that road. Then they were concerned about my heart because of other symptoms that I was having, and so we had to make sure that my heart was okay. And during this process, I got to the point where I couldn't even leave home because the anxiety was so bad that I was agoraphobic. And I had a doctor say, well, you have generalized anxiety disorder. But I knew I didn't. I knew there was something wrong with me, and I couldn't find a doctor who would dig deep enough to find out what it really was. So in this journey, I finally, about 2.5 years ago, I finally found a doctor who would dig deep. And she wasn't about to say, take this medicine and come back and see me in 3 months. She was all about figuring out what was really wrong with me. And so a year ago, almost exactly a year ago, I found out that I have mold toxicity, mold poisoning. And we had the mold specialist come in and found mold in my home. And my husband has been wonderful through this whole thing, and he did the remediations, and we got all the mold out of the house. And I have been on this journey now for the last year of trying to get this mold out of my system. And along this journey, I have learned more about mold than I ever wanted to learn and know about mold. But I have learned so many things along the way. And the reason why I started this channel is because if I could pass on something that maybe would help you in your journey, whatever it is, we're all on a journey, right? And so I didn't want to just keep it to myself. I wanted to share the things that I've learned with you in hopes that it could help you. And so now, am I there? Am I healthy yet? Is the mold out? No, it's not. And I want you to go, I want to be as vulnerable as possible. I want to take you along this journey with me so that you can see what it's like and choose how to make maybe changes in your own life as I am being completely open and vulnerable with you in making changes in my life. And as much as it's about eating and supplementation and exercise, it's more about how you are emotionally. And we can't always choose what happens to us in this life, but we can certainly choose how we handle it. And so I'm hoping to pass some of that on with you. And as I'm learning, you can learn. Okay. So I will be doing episodes that I'll be posting on my YouTube channel. It's Shiplap in the Kitchen. You can also check out my Instagram, where I'll be posting. In fact, this is a family affair. My niece is videotaping this right now. My daughter is handling my Instagram account. My son is helping me with some technical stuff. My daughter-in-law is involved, and she's so smart. She's going to help with some of the research. But come along on this journey with me. You're going to learn about supplements. You're going to learn about mycotoxins. You're going to learn about what to look for. You're going to learn about food. There's so many things. I'm going to be interviewing some really awesome people. My dad will even be one of those people too, on how to make healthy bread. My doctor said that she would be a part of this. I said, you've been in this with me. You're going to be a part of this channel. I will have some pretty awesome people that I will be interviewing along the way. I'm also going to do a lot of vlogs so that you can see day to day what I go through and how I do it. I'm gonna be real with you. You're gonna see me sometimes with no makeup on, like girlfriend's getting real. And hopefully you all can teach me some things. So please hit the subscribe button so you don't miss an episode. Please share your comments with me. If you have any ideas and suggestions of what you want to learn about, please let me know. I mean, we're going to learn about, I've got 42 episodes already planned out. We're going to learn about essential oils, and so sipping vinegars and so many other really awesome things. And so please, if you have a suggestion, please let me know. I love, I'm kind of nerdy about researching when it comes to health and fitness. I'm kind of a health freak nerd. I read as much as I possibly can, and so I am going to research whatever you want me to research, so that we can all learn more and be in the know. So again, if you like this and you want more of it, please hit the subscribe button. I can't wait to take you along this journey with me.